the Nintendo Switch. Alright, so I'm a little excited, I'm a little tired, I'm gonna be rambling a lot. But oh man, the presentation just ended like a minute ago, and I'm kind of pumped, kind of not pumped. Like I said, I'm tired and I'm gonna be rambling. So the release date was revealed as March 3rd, which isn't too far away. It's really around the corner. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. We got February pretty much in a way, and then we're right there. So we're like a month and a half away from this thing. All right, so the price is $299.99, so $300, which I kind of thought it was going to be around that price. A lot of people were saying 250, which after this presentation it probably should have been around 250, but at $300 isn't too bad. I mean, I'm going to get it regardless, as long as it's not $400 or $500. I think it's a decent price. Alright, so the system is not region locked, which is an awesome thing. You know, a lot of people weren't sure if it was going to be region locked or, you know, whatever. And it's not, which is a good thing. You know, it's a step forward for Nintendo. Not a huge step forward, seeing how, you know, a lot of other systems aren't really region locked. So, but it's a good thing. Nintendo's learning lessons, so not region locked. Super happy. The battery life for the console when not attached to the home port is 2.5 hours to 6.5 hours, depending on the game. So it's probably going to be around 3 if I had to guess, you know, depending on how you have the graphics set up. I don't know how you control it or whatnot. And I guess that's okay. I know I like to move back and forth around my house, so that's the main thing I'm going to use it for. Like if you take it out to go play, you know, at a park or somewhere, which I doubt a lot of people are going to do, then, you know, you'll have a few hours to play. But, you know, if you're on the road or something, you know, it'll get you to your destination, hopefully. You know, and maybe they'll make some adapters so you can plug it into the car or whatnot. So that's kind of cool. The Joy-Con controllers, which is what they're calling them, come with 2 color variations. They have a blue and a red side kind of skin thing, which I think are kind of cool. I wish they were, you know, either red or blue, not just mix and matching, because it looks kind of off and it kind of bugs me, but it's a cool little feature. And so, I mean, that's pretty much about the console. Everything else is stuff we kind of already knew. They didn't really go over a lot. I expected a lot more. Like, I liked the presentation for the most part, but I think it was really flawed, and I don't know how people are going to perceive it. Like, I'm excited because I'm a Nintendo fan, but if I was like a casual viewer, I don't think I would have liked it. Like, the translator, he did a real bad job. There's plenty of times where he just couldn't keep up with people talking, and it was just kind of like, come on, guy, what are they saying, you know? Or at least I felt that way. I don't know about everyone else. So, alright. So after they talked about the console, they talked about the games, which, you know, is the most exciting thing about the system, because we already know about the system. And like I said, they only really gave us a little bit more information, not too much, at least not what I was expecting or most people were expecting. So a lot of games, but the unfortunate thing is, and I don't know if it's because they're going to have a Treehouse event tomorrow. They didn't mention it. Well, they said they were going to have a show-off events tomorrow. I don't know if they were talking about the Treehouse, but they said they were going to talk about a lot of the games tomorrow. So I guess we'll see if they go more in depth, but they really just showed trailers and talked about the games. So 2 new games they announced was 1-2 Switch, which is a game, kind of like a party game, which it looks pretty fun. I thought initially when they announced this, I thought it was going to come packaged with the system, which I think would make sense because they would help sell systems. You know, they probably lose a little bit of money on that, but I think, like I said, it would help, you know, people be more interested in the system. It looks like a fun little game. You can play like quick draw matches against people. Like I said, it's just party games, so it's not anything super excited. And if I have this correctly, I think it comes out in March, around launch or on launch. So it's going to be one of the games you get on launch. I'm probably not going to get it because, like I said, I'm not a big party game. Like if it was a Mario Party, it'd be different. But just like a random party game, you know, depending on the price, I doubt I'll get it. If it came with the system, I would definitely play it and enjoy it. But it doesn't come with it, so I think it's a mistake. Alright, the next game they announced was ARMS, which looks kind of cool. It's some kind of crazy boxing fighting game where you can stretch out your arms and you can, you know, direct the direction of your punch. So I think that's really cool and interesting. It looks fun. I like the character designs and everything. I want to play it. I don't know if I'll buy it. They didn't say when it was coming out. They just said later in 2017, which you're going to be hearing a lot in this. in this video. A lot of things were announced or talked about, but they didn't really have a solid release date. Like I said, it looks really, really cool. I also thought the 1-2 Switch game and this game, ARMS, were going to come with the system. When they were announcing them, I was like, oh cool, these games going to come with the system? Because if they do, that's going to be awesome. But it doesn't. It comes out later this year sometime. And it looks like a fun game, but it doesn't look like a game I would pay like $60-$40 for, maybe $20, because it doesn't look like it would have a lot of replay value. You can say it looks fun, but I don't know. So one of the big things they announced was Splatoon 2. We knew Splatoon was coming to the Switch. A lot of us thought it was going to be a port, which it does kind of look like a port. I think they just changed a lot, but they're just calling it Splatoon 2 to get people excited. I don't know. But either way, I'm excited. I like Splatoon, so I'm going to get it. But this game comes out in summer. Like I said, a lot of games they showed off to talk about don't come out during launch, which really confuses me. Alright, the next big game is Super Mario Odyssey, which looks really, really cool. It's Mario in the real world, I don't know what the heck. So I guess Mario, Bowser, and a lot of the Mario characters come into our world or something, because Mario was running around through New York and other real life areas. So it's gonna be it looks like a really interesting, fun game. And his hat comes alive. It's really weird and cool. Like Mario, it's definitely a Nintendo game. That's all I'm gonna say. Like if you've seen the trailer, it looks really good. It looks really fun. I'm definitely gonna play it. I've been wanting a new 3D Mario game for a long time. That's a little bit more open world than the Galaxy games. So that's really cool. Another game they talked about or showed a trailer for. They showed a lot of trailers, by the way. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Which if you played the first one, you should be excited for this one. I wasn't really expecting this. A lot of people thought that Xenoblade Chronicles X was going to be ported over, which it still might, but I was not expecting Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I mean, come on, who was expecting that? I never thought we were going to get another Xenoblade Chronicles game, but that's pretty exciting. They didn't say when it was going to come out. Later this year, hopefully, maybe not next year. Hopefully it comes out this year. I'm hoping a lot of the games they talked about and showed come out this year, because I think that would be a good thing for the system, because if they don't, I think this is a failed presentation. They're also going to do a Fire Emblem Warriors game, which I love the Warriors game, so that's going to be really cool. No date on it. They showed a small teaser trailer, so it could be a long way away, but who knows. I don't think the Warriors games take too long to make, so it could come out this year. Please again, let it come out this year. And then there was they had some companies, some people come out and talk about how they really like the Switch and they're really excited to make games about it, but they didn't have anything ready to present or talk about. The director of the No More Hero games came out and he's like, here's a picture of Travis Touchdown, I'm planning on making a game. I don't know what it's going to be about or when I'm going to make it, but I'm definitely going to make it. It's going to be fun. Which I love No More Heroes. I have the first 2 games, the only 2 games. So I would love to see a third one, even if it's not in the same style as the original 2 games. Travis Touchdown is awesome, and I love the weird, crazy quirkiness of those games. So I would love a No More Heroes games. So there's plenty of other games they talk about. Dragon Quest 10 or 11 they mentioned now. They said there's going to be a Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 for the system. A new game called Project Octopath Traveler or Traverser or something. I can't remember what it was called. Which looks like some RPG. It looked interesting. It's a Square Enix game, if I'm not mistaken. It looked interesting, but not much information on it. There's a Yushin Gigami Tensei game. Oh, I butchered that name. Coming out. Again, just a quick trailer, not much about it. So, like I said, they show and talk about a few games really quickly, but they don't give us much information. Hopefully tomorrow they will. There's going to be a FIFA game for the Switch, which, I guess was kind of obvious. Not really excited about that. I don't really care for the sports games, especially FIFA. Skyrim was confirmed, just in case you didn't think it was going to come out, it was confirmed. And then the big one was Breath of the Wild is going to be a launch game for the Wii U and the Switch. I know on Twitter it said that the Wii U, it was going to come out on the Wii U. It was kind of like below the giant picture they posted, so I think they're going to try to focus on the Switch. Excuse me, like I said, I'm sick. So they said over 80 games are in development for the system right now, and there was a good amount that they talked or showed off. But there's plenty of games that were not on here. Like I was expecting something for Smash Bros. Again, so it was a lot. It was cool. It was an okay presentation. Honestly, it was just an okay presentation. I felt like they should have waited a few more months and pushed back the release date for the Switch, because I felt like they had nothing. Like out of all the games and everything they talked about, it was 2 games that are coming out at launch that we know about. One to Switch and the Breath of the Wild, which Breath of the Wild looks amazing. I've been waiting for this game forever, so I'm excited to play it. But I mean, that's it. I don't know if that's going to be a console seller. You know, if it was Breath of the Wild and, you know, the new Mario game or Splatoon 2 coming out with it, it'd be something different. But they didn't even talk about it. We didn't get any word on a lot of the rumored games like the Mario RPG, Arabian Rabbids game or anything. So hopefully we get news about that tomorrow and they talk about it. But I feel like they at least would have mentioned some of them, you know, during this trailer, which at the end of it they showed a big cut of a bunch of different games. Not a lot of games they talked about here. We saw Bomberman, we saw Sonic, we saw a bunch of different games, so I'm really interested to see if they talk about that stuff. So alright, I mean, I guess that's everything I have to say about this presentation. You know, I'll talk about it more later. I say I'm tired, I'm a little sick, you know, so I just wanted to get my initial thoughts and reaction out of the way, and, you know, tomorrow I'll get a better video. But I really thought this presentation was kind of flawed. They really didn't tell us anything. Like I said, you know, they talked about the system, stuff we already knew. They talked about a bunch of games that are exciting, but they're not coming out during launch and possibly not this year. So it's good stuff to get you excited, kind of like bait, but it's... I think it might end up being a double-edged sword where people are like, well, where are the games? You know, all these games they're talking about, they're not coming out until later. So hopefully we get more word on what are going to be the launch titles, because it cannot be just these 2 games. There has to be more. There just has to be. Alright, thank you for watching. If you like this, subscribe, leave a comment. I mean, what did you think? Did you think it was a garbage presentation? Did you love it? Are you excited about the games? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Hey, if you like this video, we have several other awesome videos you can check out. And again, thanks for watching.